So you are fresh off Dancing with the Stars last night. It was a big, wonderful, exciting show. What are your first impressions after everyone's performance?
My first impressions were very positive, honestly. I think for a first week dance, I think that there was some amazing performances, a lot of potential out there. And it's going to be a really competitive season, I think. I think, for different reasons too. I think there's some dancers who are technically really beautiful and fantastic. I think Chandler and was great.
Mhm.
But Joey and Jenna, Joey looks really comfortable in his skin and he feels confident out there and he's got some natural movement and some rhythm and timing. Dwight is just larger than life, not just physically, but just personality, his charisma is amazing. Steven, you know, his athleticism, he was just so fun to watch. Um, it's gonna be a hard one, honestly. Like it's gonna be really competitive, and again for different reasons. But it's exciting. We're very excited about the season.
It's too early, obviously, to call it or make any real predictions, but who do you think from a first dance has the best chance to go all the way?
Well, I think again, from technically, I think Chandler, she's a superstar. I mean, she really is. It's just the performance and just the way she moves. It's already there and it's week one, so to see where she goes. However, that does create a little bit of expectation. So that could work in her favor or work against her. Um, but I don't know. Again, I think Joey's good. I think Jen Chan was great. Um, I'm trying to think who else. Steven, who else? I think I'm forgetting somebody that was like top there that was really good.
Phaedra did pretty well.
I love Phaedra, but I
Yeah.
just love her too. She's great personality. She's a
Yeah.
great performer. She was slipping around last night. I wanted to like teach her about the shoes. She needed to brush her shoes and wet the bottoms of them because it gives them a bit more friction. But um, but she's wonderful. She's great, man. She's witty. She's quick. She's smart. So she'll be one to watch as well.
Yeah. There's been a lot of controversy, obviously, with Annadelby joining the cast. What was it like watching her with that ankle monitor, and how did you feel seeing her perform?
I thought she did great last night. I was really, considering seeing some of the interviews beforehand. I wasn't too sure what to expect, to be honest with you. But I was like, she went out there, she hit some nice little lines, and yeah, I kind of was a loss for words, honestly, last night. Uh, but yeah, yeah. So I think it was interesting.
Yeah. I mean, to see the bedazzled ankle monitor matching the outfit.
I mean, we've had bedazzled things in the past where I danced with a Paralympian, with Amy
Mhm.
Purdy, and we bedazzled her prosthetic legs, and
Yeah,
we bedazzled all anything that's sort of anything we can bedazzle, we bedazzle.
it makes for some fun for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you've been a judge for a while now. Do you ever kind of want to go back out on the dance floor, or are you comfortable at the judges' table?
Um, I'm comfortable at the judges table. I enjoy that. I did 17 seasons, and so I feel very like satiated in that
Mhm.
space. However, I still dance,
Yeah.
nonstop, with my live tours.
Mhm.
Um, I'm currently in the middle of choreographing and creating a brand new Christmas holiday show on the tour on the road. So there's like 40 performances I gotta create. So I'm dancing a lot.
Yeah.
Um, Also, I'm really fortunate because I get to perform on Dance with the Stars, in the past several seasons where
Yeah.
these special one-off performances. So I kind of I feel fortunate I get the best of both worlds. I
Mhm.
will say, do I get the urge and the almost frustration where I want to just grab a celebrity that I'm watching right there and take him away for an hour and work with them? Yes, I get that a lot where I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want you to work on this hand, this foot, just change this move, change, you know. And I actually asked the producer, I said, hey, usually we do these like these judging mentor, sessions at the end. I was like,
Mhm.
can we do them at the beginning, like or in the middle of the season, so we can actually work with them a little bit more? Because I do miss that. I miss being a coach and getting my hands, in there and be like, let's work on this and work on this.
Yeah.
So yes, to answer your question, I do miss that part of it for sure. But I also am happy at the judges table.
Does your sister ever give you any advice on your judging? Or do you ever give Julianne any tips on her critiques?
Um, Not really. No, no real advice, you
Yeah,
know. I think it's just encouragement. I think we're just
yeah,
always try to encourage each other, you know. And yeah, it's really special to be able to do something, you know, to have such parallel careers
hmm,
where we can sort of you know, be a shoulder, you know, not to cry on, but to sort of
yeah,
to like rely on, I should say. And just to communicate and talk to each other and to encourage each other. It's pretty special.
yeah, for sure. And obviously, you guys can't pick a favorite pro, but is there one that, you're kind of looking at each week to see what they come up with and what they're going to pull out of the bag?
Well, I think Val and Jenna are very consistent in their choreography and teaching abilities, where they're able
Mhm.
to see that like they're able to articulate how to achieve something, right? Because I think sometimes there's a difference in like choreographing and teaching something, but then to articulate it to where that person can understand it and then to apply it.
Yeah.
That's a skill in and of itself. And I think they do a really good job of that.
Mhm.
Daniela Kargach, she's consistently, you know, been fantastic.
Yeah.
And Pasha, he's a great teacher. Um, yeah, I mean, they all are great in their own different ways. You know, I think Riley being, you know, brand new, you know, to the show, last season being her first season, I think she's done a great job of really capturing the hearts of America, and it's not always easy to do, you know, when you're a brand new face.
Yeah.
But I thought she's done a fantastic job to sort of like, you know, make her place in the show.
Your tour, I know you were recently on tour, obviously, with your wife, Hayley. How's she been doing since her surgery?
You know, she's doing well, thank you for asking. That's really
Yeah,
kind
of
of
course.
no, she's doing wonderful. You know, it truly is a miracle. I don't think that we haven't really fully shared the extent of the severity of everything. I mean, I think people understand it was severe, but it's even goes further than what we've actually shared. And
Hmm.
so to see where she is now is nothing short of a miracle. It really truly is, you know, and she'll be joining, you know, me on tour this holiday season. You know, we're going to 40 different cities, and it seems fitting because, you know, she really is a miracle. And so to go out there during the season of you know, miracles, if you will, it's very fitting. But she's incredible. I think that, you know, we've actually shot a documentary that we're just finishing up, and it really tells that story and the journey. And just has inspired me so much, and so many as well.
Hmm.
You know, we've had people come to our shows who've had, you know, brain injuries and things, and it's been really cool to see them, that connection. And so yeah, she's amazing.
Heartburn hits all of us as we get older. I know it's affected me as well. How have you turned to Pepsi Max Icy Cool Mint?
Yeah.
And how has it come in handy for you at the end of the day, whether on a busy shoot or when you're snacking and streaming?
Well, exactly that. You know, it's being a performer, going out on the road and touring. You know, for me, it's important that, you know, if I go out there and sing, or if I'm judging on Dancing with the Stars, if I eat something, if I have that like sort of, you know, the heartburn, it's important that I have something on hand to help
Hmm.
that. And that's where, you know, having Pepsi Max Icy Cool Mint is perfect because it works fast, it lasts all night, you know, unlike the antacids. And it's instantly cooling sensation, which is great because it allows me to go out there and to perform, to sing, to judge. So it's really great to have that, and also too to balance my life out, you know, because I think that having such a strict regimen or a busy lifestyle where I'm choreographing my brand new dance, you know, my tour,
Hmm.
or whatever I'm doing, it's important to also have those nights where I like to just go home and relax, you know what I mean, or go on the bus and you know, snack and stream my favorite show. And if I'm snacking, you know, I love my chips and salsa, I love my popcorn, but it doesn't always love me. You know how that
Yeah.
feels. So to have that, you know, Pepsi Max Icy Cool Mint on hand, allowing me to just enjoy myself, it helps balance it out as well, and it helped me switch off from such a busy time, you know. So it's a great partnership.